Ollie was 7 years old and a little overweight and wore glasses. She dreamed of becoming a national beauty queen. She kept watching pageant winners and practiced their moves. She believed the crown already belonged to her. No one believed she could do it. One day she got a phone call. A girl was disqualified for using weight loss pills. Someone already in the finals was removed. Ollie unexpectedly got into the final competition. Her mom was happy about the news. But real problems came right away. The family had almost no money, and everyone was under pressure. The competition was over 1,700 kilometers away in California. Her dad was a failed self-help speaker. He talked about success every day but was almost broke. Her mom was a housewife. She was exhausted from taking care of the whole family. She also smoked to deal with stress. Her brother was in a rebellious phase. He wanted to be a pilot but could not afford flight school. He stopped talking to everyone. The only one who fully supported Ollie was her grandpa. He was old and very strange. He became her pageant coach. Her uncle had the highest education in the family. He used to be a college professor. He lost his job because of a relationship issue. His mental state was unstable and he needed supervision. Doctors warned the family to watch him carefully. Ollie was very excited after the call. She started packing for California. But the family quickly began arguing about money and travel. Her mom wanted to support her dream. Her dad said they needed to be realistic. The only car they had was old and manual. No one wanted to pay for a flight. In the end they decided to drive together. The problem was everyone had issues. Dad had to drive. Uncle could not be left alone. Brother was unstable. So the whole family had to go together. They started preparing for the long trip. They hit the road together. The car was old and kept having problems. Grandpa kept teaching strange life lessons in the car. Dad tried to stop him but failed. Ollie wore headphones and ignored everything. The mood in the car was awkward. Brother stayed silent. Mom was constantly tired. Dad was stressed while driving and thinking about the future. They reached the first rest stop. Everything on the menu felt too expensive. They only ordered cheap drinks. Ollie wanted ice cream and waffles. Dad started talking about calories and weight control. He said a beauty queen must be disciplined. Ollie hesitated for a long time. In the end she still chose ice cream. She asked others to share it. She watched them split it up. She felt a little sad but also a little happy. Back on the road the car suddenly broke down. The transmission failed. The whole family had to get out and push the car. Then jump back in. It was dangerous and messy. For the first time they worked together. Everyone was pushing hard. Even though they were tired the mood improved slightly. They started to feel like a team. Later Dad got a call from a publisher. He was very nervous. It was about a book deal. But the signal was bad. He had to go to the next rest stop. Uncle was shopping in a store. Grandpa asked him to buy some magazines. The content was strange and inappropriate. Uncle secretly bought an adult magazine too. At checkout he met a man he once liked. The moment became very awkward. The man saw the magazine in his hand. He misunderstood his life. And walked away. Uncle chased after him and saw something worse. The man was now with someone else. He realized that relationship was over. At the same time Dad failed his publishing negotiation. The publisher rejected his idea completely, saying it had no market. Dad could not accept it and started breaking down. Mom heard the result in the car and got angry. The family mood dropped to the lowest point. No one spoke in the car. After driving for a while they realized Ollie was missing. They had left her at the rest stop. Dad had to go back for her. The tension grew even worse. Grandpa tried to comfort Dad. He said he had done his best. And was braver than most people. Back at the motel the couple argued again. They were running out of money. And had no clear plan. Brother overheard the fight. He became more and more depressed. He felt completely disappointed in the family. Grandpa stayed with Ollie and trained her. He kept encouraging her. Telling her not to fear failure. Ollie was actually very insecure. She was afraid of losing. Grandpa told her losers are people who never try. As long as she goes on stage she is not a failure. Ollie slowly believed him. And calmed down. Dad made one last attempt. He borrowed a car to meet the publisher again. But he was rejected once more. He finally accepted his failure. On the way back at night, Grandpa suddenly became ill. He was rushed to the hospital. But he passed away. The family was destroyed by the news. Doctors prepared the next steps. But there was no time to wait. Mom told Ollie to give up the competition. But Dad refused. He said they had come too far to quit. He made a crazy decision. To bring Grandpa's body with them to the competition. And cremate him later. The family was shocked. But they finally agreed. They secretly placed Grandpa in the car. On the road they almost got caught by police. The situation was very dangerous. But falling magazines distracted the officer. They got away by luck. During the drive brother realized something. He could not see patterns in an eye test. He discovered he was colorblind. Which meant he could never be a pilot. He completely broke down. He ran out of the car onto a hill. He lost control of his emotions. The family did not know how to help. Mom tried to approach him, but he exploded emotionally. He said everything he had been holding in. Then he left alone. The family fell into silence. Time was running out. The competition was about to start. Ollie went to find her brother. She simply hugged him and said nothing. His emotions slowly calmed. He apologized. The family set off again, racing toward the competition. They missed several exits and arrived 3 minutes late. Registration was already closed. The staff refused to let them in. Dad desperately begged on his knees. At the last moment someone allowed them entry. Ollie finally got registered. The whole family felt relief. They finally arrived backstage. The atmosphere was extremely tense. Outside was bright stage lights and music. Inside was silence and pressure. Dad looked at the other contestants. They were thin and perfectly trained. He started doubting Ollie. Mom stayed firm and insisted she perform, saying it was her dream. Ollie went backstage to get ready. The stylist worked on her look. She felt nervous looking in the mirror, but tried to stay calm. Dad suddenly rushed backstage, trying one last time to stop her, saying she did not belong there. Mom finally stood firm, saying parents should not decide everything. Ollie stood there thinking, then took off her glasses and changed into her outfit. She decided to go on stage. Music started. Stage lights turned on. The audience waited. At first it was a normal performance, but soon her movements changed. She copied what Grandpa had taught her. Her movements were wild and free. The audience became confused. Some laughed and some frowned. Judges became unhappy. Someone asked to stop the performance. Staff panicked backstage. Dad looked very upset. He thought everything was ruined. He was about to rush on stage, but he stopped. He remembered their whole journey, all their failures and struggles. Then Uncle ran onto the stage first. Instead of stopping her, he joined in. Then Brother walked on stage. He finally stopped being silent and joined the performance. Mom smiled while watching. Then she also went on stage. Finally Dad went on stage too. The whole family stood together. The audience was shocked. Some left and some took photos. Everything became chaotic. But they did not stop. For the first time they acted like a real family, together doing one thing. The judges and staff were overwhelmed. The competition broke down completely. The performance was stopped. The family was taken away. The result did not matter anymore. But they had finally come together. They were taken by police for breaking competition rules. But no one felt regret. They had lost fear and shame. Ollie no longer cared about winning. She felt supported for the first time. The family left the police station. Outside was a quiet night road. They returned to their old car. The car started again. They kept driving forward. This time no one argued. No one complained. The car was still broken. The road was still uncertain. But their relationship had changed. Ollie leaned back in her seat, looking out the window.